Hey everyone, welcome back to the SQL tutorial series. In this video, we are going to cover one of the most important database concepts, transactions in SQL Server. You will learn about what transactions are, ACID properties, how to use commit, rollback and save point in real queries. So let's dive into SQL Server Management Studio and try this out live. So now, what is a transaction? A transaction is a unit of work that is performed completely or not at all. Common in operations like transfers, inventory updates and payments. Think of a transaction like a bank transfer. Money gets deducted from one account and added to another. Both steps must succeed or neither should happen. So this is where ACID properties come in. So let's see what is this ACID properties. So ACID properties. Here A means atomicity. Atomicity means execute all the transaction or don't do the transaction. Next we have C, consistency. Consistency maintains data integrity. Next we have I, isolation. So no interference between the transaction. There should not be any interference. Next we have D, durability. Changes are permanent once committed. So we can't change the data. So these four properties ensure that your data is always correct even in case of crashes, power loss or errors. Now let's create a simple accounts table to simulate a banking transaction. So let me create a accounts table. So here I have already written the create statement and some insert statement. So let me execute this. So now we have the accounts table. Now we will try to transfer 200 from allies, that is number 1 record, to Bob using a transaction. So let's perform a successful transaction using begin transaction and commit. So we'll just comment this out and first we will say initial balances. So we'll select star from accounts. So this is the initial balances. Begin the transaction. So we'll say begin transaction. So for that we have this comment begin transaction. That means transaction has been begun. Now we'll use the update statement. Update accounts table set balance equals to balance minus 200 where account ID equals to 1. That means we are deducting 200 from this allies account, that is the account ID number 1. Now we have to update the account ID number 2 with plus balance plus 200 because we are adding to Bob. So this is deduct from allies, this is add to Bob. That means Alice is transferring 200 to Bob. After this, we have to say commit. That means we are committing the transaction. After committing, final balances. So for that, we'll again do the select star from accounts. So now we have started the transaction, made 2 updates, and then we have committed the changes. So now let's execute everything. So here initial balances is 1500. After updating it has become 800 with allies because 200 has been deducted and Bob has been increased with 200. This is for the successful transaction. Now we will simulate an error and use rollback to cancel the transaction. So we'll just copy this, we'll comment this out and we'll copy here. Now we'll try to deduct 100 rupees from allies. So instead of 200, I will say 100. Now I will not add to Bob. I will add to some account which is not exist. That is, I will update to let's say 99. Then we have select star from accounts. Now I will not committed it. So I will just check balance here. Here it's not committed yet because it is a non-existent account ID, and after this we will say rollback. That means whatever transaction is happening, we have to roll back and do the final balances after the accounts. So let me execute everything. So now initial amount was 800. We have already deducted 100 from the allies, that is it has become 700, and Bob is still having 1700. We are not touching that record. Now it has reduced to 700, but this transaction did not happen because we don't have the account ID 99. So after that, when we check the account's value, it was 700 and 1700, and we did the rollback. So stop this transaction, and when we check back, it is 800. So since the second updates failed, we rolled back everything. Allies money is not deducted, so the entire transaction was cancelled. So now let's say you want to partially roll back. We can use save transaction and rollback too. So we'll just use the similar example. So here we have begin the transaction and we'll deduct some amount. Let's say we'll deduct 50 rupees from allies where account ID is 1, and we will, after this we'll add the save point, that is save transaction after allies. So here this transaction has been saved. Now we want to update this to Bob. So let's say I will say 50 as needs to be updated. After this I will just add one more update statement where account ID does not exist, that is 999. So we can partially roll back till after. I will just say roll back transaction after allies. Then after this I will commit that here we already have. Then I will do the select star from accounts. So we have used a save point. The rollback only took us back to after allies, so changes before that were preserved. So let me execute this. So 50 rupees has been deducted from the allies, that is 750. We had to update it to Bob. It has to be 1750. We have raised an error after that, and we have made the rollback transaction after allies. So the 750 has been updated, but for the Bob the amount has not transferred yet. Use transactions when you are making multiple related updates. So you want to control commits manually, or you are performing money transfers, inventory changes, or batch updates where the data are interrelated. So transactions help protect data from partial changes or crashes. So now let's quickly recap what we learned now. So begin transaction starts a block. Commit, which we added here, saves changes permanently. And the rollback here will undo the all changes. Save transaction lets you roll back partially. So we have this save transaction here. So these tools give you full control over your SQL operations. So practice this example to build confidence, especially if you are working with financial or mission critical data. If you like this video, subscribe for more SQL content and drop any questions in the comments. See you in the next video. Until then, happy querying.